Hello and welcome to this week's Live, Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. On this week's show I shall be chatting to young local rapper Dibbz. And also we'll be playing lots of homegrown music by local bands. Hello, I hope you're all well and are having a great week. Right then, let's kick this week's show off with the very latest from Aphrodite and Nothing on You.
So just give me time, and I'll show you what it's like. So why don't you, so I can just, so why don't you, so you can just know me, all them other girls ain't got nothing on you, babe. Ain't got nothing on you, babe. All the other girls ain't, all the other girls ain't got nothing on you, babe. Ain't got nothing on you, babe. Come on, baby. Come on. Let me love ya. Let me love ya. Come on, baby. You know that I want ya. Yeah. So take that crown and put it on your hair, baby. 'Cause there ain't nobody better than you. See, I know what it takes to fulfill your needs, so I'll give it to you. So why don't you, so I can just, so why don't you, so you can just, all them other girls ain't, all them other girls ain't got nothing on you, babe. Ain't got nothing on you, babe. All them other girls ain't, all them other girls ain't got nothing on you, babe. Ain't got nothing on you, babe.
That was Aphrodite and Nothing on You, their very latest track. Now I think I'm going to do to this week's show in alphabetical order. So that was Aphrodite, and now we're going to hear a little bit of Ali Flex, who we'll also be chatting about a bit in today's interview coming up later. But for now, here's Ali Flex and Real Talk.
Dexterity Records, One Love. Ali Flex, UK. Yo, hear me out. With the mans I'm saying, real talk, I'm with the illest. Real walk, straight from LC, man's got the heat. Check this hype on this beat. This time man's game is too tight, so I'm reaching the level of hype. It's a UK Leicester, big things, Gucci, Prada, or bling bling. Check out the man, them's lyrical flow. All you peeps will say whoa. 2K21 run this thing. All them gals want some flings. Ali Flex, I'm so grammiest, I'm so chung, Leicester's finest. Listen special like COVID-19, repping the scene, not to drop feed. The illest, the illest, the realest, the illest. Real talk, 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 real talk. The realest, the illest, the realest, the illest. Real talk, 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 real talk. Haters up your A's, we going through a big face, we're keeping it neat like town our lace. In the pack with the real lace, bossing on the right accelerator. List to the king grime, Skepta, few more bars, I'll be done. Haters wanna hate, pull out your gun. We won't stop, we're having fun. We're making hits, we're on a good run. Fake MCs, don't face us. Mans will get a serious rush. Just listen to our bars, feel the taste. We keeping it locked like a suitcase. You better get ready for the grimiest storm. The realest, the illest. One.
The realest, the illest. The realest, the illest. Real talk, 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 real talk. The realest, the illest. The realest, the illest. Real talk, 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 real talk.
LE1, you don't know blood. I'm out. Peace.
That was released last year. That was Ali Flex and Real Talk. Of course, he's bilingual. Some from Bangladeshi origin. We chatted to him last year on Live, Local and Loud. If you'd like to hear that interview or any others, check out musicinleicester.co.uk. Meanwhile, let's have another person who was a guest on this very show. Again, I think it was last year. Here's Antoni Krupski and Four Leaf Clover.
Fishing in the dark, thinking without thought. Trip on the four-leaf clover, hard to blow it over from the spark. And at the speed of scattered giving, flower leaves with covered seas.
was the wonderful Antoni Krupski. Seems to be keeping a low profile since we chatted to him here on Live Local and Loud. But there you go, perhaps he's quite writing new material or something like that. Okay, here's somebody who isn't keeping a low profile at all. They're very much live on the local music scene. It's Dumb Language and Dominoes.
How loud about it can you scream? I
That was the wonderful Dumb Language and Dominoes. Absolutely great little band there. Like to play a lot locally, so yeah, good stuff from them. Okay, so now it's time for this week's interview where I'm chatting to young local rapper Dibbz. But first of all, we'll start off with one of his songs written about his own experiences. Here's Drive-By Shootings by Dibbz.
Last weekends anyway, man. 95s, right? So where these?
There's gonna be a drive-by shooting. Search for a gun, they're rooting. Black Cadillacs, they're cruising. Take someone's life, they're losing. 6 foot deep, they're buried. Unmarked grave beheaded. Wanna finish me, then go ahead. By the time you try, you'll be dead. New territory, new areas. By now, you must be afraid of us. Coming by, you must be scared of us. I'm a born killer, we're anonymous. Coming in groups, there are a lot of us. Thinking you're hard, you're ridiculous. I don't really care what you think of us. On a daily basis, they're calling us. Drive-by shootings every day. It's your life they'll take away. Around there's a price. Killers never play nice. Drive-by shootings every day. It's your life they'll take away. There's a price.
Yes, I got you, don't worry about it.
Killers never play nice.
Then I'm pulling up and dog walking. By the time I'm done, you gonna wish I pulled out all my triggers. It ain't nice when talking meaning. It's shit weasel through the trenches. That's why guys like me out here clear up the scene and leave no witness. From the USA to Britain, it's a bunch of chicken heaven. Claiming killers, but for real, they just need to stick to rapping. Thinking it's fun and games, so swunking with them guns and click clacking. Now I know your set's a movie, all y'all good at is the acting. Speaking of which, I'm willing to bet the shows that you be into, man, probably been the closest that you ever seen a gap. Yeah, you ain't really about it, I can see that ain't your character. They pretend to be murderers, but in all realness, they some amateurs. You kidding me if you think I believe this shit you tell us. We as people should go on and bury you for taking their lives and get overzealous. Take this block 19 and focus, aim, blow your brain sky high. That's how you kill the track and make it sound just like a drive-by.
Drive-by shootings every day. It's your life they'll take away. Around there's a price. Killers never play nice. Drive-by shootings every day. It's your life they'll take away. There's a price. Killers never play nice.
That was Drive-By Shootings by local rapper Dibbz. Dibbz, hello there. How the devil are you today?
I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
Excellent. I'm awesome today. Thank you very much. And thank you so much for chatting with me today here on my little show, Live, Local and Loud. So let's start sort of roughly at the beginning-ish. Now, I last spoke to you. You might not realise this, but I last spoke to you almost exactly 10 years ago. And it was on this very show when it was on Takeover Radio. It was April 2013 that I spoke to you last. So musically, now keeping it brief, musically, approximately what have you been up to since then?
Musically, I've been writing up projects because I've got children as well. So I've been kind of fitting my music.
Congratulations, well done.
Well, I've got 5 children, so
wow, busy boy. Cool. And then, so musically, you've been around a bit, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been doing shows these past few years. I've been putting out projects, but I've just been sort of fitting it in with my family life as well.
Wow. Oh, okay. Because did you take a few years off? You seem to have been a bit quiet on a reasonable chunk of that 10 years.
I did, yes. I needed to kind of, because I was going through a bit of a dark patch, so I took a bit of a break.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that the song that we've just played, actually, Drive-By Shootings, that's quite a dark, hard-hitting number. So how did that come about? How did it come about?
When I was living in Birmingham, I was living in quite well, say quite unsafe area. I was asleep one particular night, and me and my housemates, because I was in shared accommodation, there was a loud bang in the area, and we all got woken up. And by the time we went out the following morning, there was a street that was called off by police, and there was a shooting.
Wow, my God. Okay.
The only thing is, it never went public on the media. It kind of stayed on the down low.
Blimey, is there a lot of that going on over there?
It's not the best of areas. I mean, the crime rates are quite high in Birmingham.
Right. I suppose obviously it's quite a big place, isn't it? So yeah, some bits are probably better than others. Crikey. So what made you move over to Birmingham? Why'd you go over there?
I was going through, I had a bit of a bad experience from a previous relationship. I needed to kind of find myself again, sort of clear my head until I was ready to come back.
And after the shooting, did that make you think about coming back?
Yes, I kind of didn't feel safe in the area that I was staying in.
So how did so how long were you in Birmingham for then?
I was in Birmingham for 2 years.
Oh, right. So how does Birmingham compare to Leicester as far as a young rapper's concerned?
When I was in Birmingham, I never met that many rappers, to be honest. I kind of kept myself to myself. Even when I was in shared accommodation, I kept that side of myself on the down low, because I didn't want the attention when I was in shared accommodation.
Just in case it gets nasty and some gangs hear you're around and stuff.
So I kept myself quiet.
And then what made you? And then you came back here because of all that. Then.
Yeah, I came back also for my children as well.
Ah, okay. So Dibbz. Oh, actually, talk about Dibbz. Where did your name come from, Dibbz?
I used to go first on quite a few tracks. I mean, freestyles, things like that. I mean, I don't really freestyle anymore. I've kind of left that side of myself behind. But when I used to freestyle with friends, I always used to go first.
Ah.
It kind of came from there, really.
All right then. So if you used to freestyle back then, what do you do these days?
I tend to write. I sort of write what's on my mind, so then that way I don't forget it.
Is that where your inspiration comes from then most of the time? Just what's in your head? Events?
I listen to other artists to get inspiration. I've been listening to a lot of British artists more than American at the minute.
I see you've collaborated with a few artists. Is there a who would you like to collaborate with most?
I've actually got a collaboration with someone called Dibbz.
Okay.
And I've also got a collaboration with Ali Flex, which he's done his vocals for. I've just got to record mine.
Yeah, because Ali Flex, he's in, what is it, Team Flex, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, tell us about that. What's Team Flex about?
It's a mixed genre group. We go anything from sort of Asian vibes, people from like Bangladesh. He's worked with artists from India, Pakistan, places like that, really.
Oh, okay. All right. And we'll talk a bit more about your Asian vibes after your next song now. Let's play You Know Who It Is. Do you want to tell us a bit about that before we play it?
After I came back, I kind of wanted to sort of re-illustrate myself.
Yeah. Okay. So here's You Know Who It Is by Dibbz.
You know who it is, they call me Dibbz. You know who it is, they call me Dibbz. Stripper Melcy, I'm a white MC. You're the enemy, I'm a real G. You know who it is, they call me Dibbz. You know who it is, they call me Dibbz. Stripper Melcy, I'm a white MC. You're the enemy, I'm a real G. You know who it is, now I'm not the enemy. Dibbz on the mic, yeah, it's like I'm selling me. 8 whole years since I made remember me. Living with white block, yeah, my flow is dead to
to me. If you wanna hate, then you know a friend to me. Sitting back, chilling, seeking inspiration in a dark place, dark situation. Banging out tracks, showing dedication. Killing MCs, no hesitation. Hanging on the beat like a decoration. Giving dirty looks, bare intimidation. White MC, bare discrimination. You know who it is, they call me Dibbz. You know who it is, they call me Dibbz. Stripper Milsey, I'm a white MC. You're the enemy, I'm a real G. You know who it is, they call me Dibbz. You know who it is, they call me Dibbz. Stripper Milsey, I'm a white MC. You're the enemy, I'm a real G. The very first time I was on stage, I was only 17 years of age. Got my name out, not how I planned out. Sitting in the studio, living in doubt. From the rooftops, I never wanna shout. Best MC, I never got the title. Different genres, I wanna be versatile. Changing my flow, wanna go the extra mile. Haters wanna hate, I don't really give a fish. Putting out tracks, wanna make another hit. Talking the real ish, never wanna quit. Wanna know about me, maybe just a little bit. You know who it is, they call me Dibbz. You know who it is, they call me Dibbz. Stripper Milsey, I'm a white MC. You're the enemy, I'm a real G. You know who it is, they call me Dibbz. You know who it is, they call me Dibbz. Stripper Milsey, I'm a white MC. You're the enemy, I'm a real G.
That was You Know Who It Is by local rapper here on Live, Local and Loud, Dibbz. So Dibbz, I know who it is. It's Dibbz. So you're Asian. You do a lot of Asian work, don't you? You performed in the Mellors, in Leicester Mellors, and all that. That must have been a pretty big gig for you.
I tend to network with a lot more Asian people. I mean, I tend to get known around the Asian community. Quite a lot of my friends are Asian as well.
Oh, I see.
I'm always quite fascinated with the culture.
Yeah, it's very colourful, isn't it? Very colourful, loud, lovely. Okay, so that's how you came across Ali Fleck.
That's a bit of a funny story, actually. Lucky C had a video shoot, and obviously me and a few others got invited to it. I added Ali Flex on Facebook days before the video shoot, and then after we met up at the video shoot, we got talking, and then we started doing projects together. And then because we was performing together quite a lot with others, people used to call us Team Flex, so that's how we got the name.
So yeah, Leicester's Mellor though, that's quite a big thing. That's a big stage. Is that one of your biggest gigs you've done?
It's one of the biggest main events I've done.
So these days, are you coming back more, doing more gigs? I see you're doing some Soundhouse stuff, aren't you?
Yes. What I'm trying to do is because I've got two projects. One of them's to do with mental health, and that's one that Dorzo's on. I've just got to get that mixed. And the other one's called Keeping It Real, which is the one with Ali Flex.
So what inspired the one that's about mental health?
It's when I had a bad experience from a previous relationship. It's a bit of a deep story, so it's not exactly good to go into on a radio show. Well, it was to the point where I wanted to kind of talk about it, but I'll put it into a song.
I guess that's a form of therapy for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. As soon as I started recording it, I got a bit emotional. I nearly cried, and I don't normally cry that easily. But it was talking about a lot of things
All right. So yeah, you've told us what you're working on at the moment. So those two projects. Are you doing anything else at the moment? You got any plans for festivals in the summer?
I've emailed Leicester Mellor, but I've not heard anything back as of yet. Open mics are kind of tricky because of my children. I can't always get a babysitter. I am always looking out for events and stuff that is more family orientated.
Can't you bring or take some of your kids along to some of the open mics, like the Sound House?
A lot of them are at night time.
Yeah,
because I've got them into a bedtime routine, so I like to keep them in that routine.
When I was speaking to one of your partners in rap a couple of weeks ago, Comprehend, do you know Comprehend?
Yes, I do.
He was saying his tunes just take a couple of hours to write, less than that. How long do yours take, would you say?
Depends on the instrumental, and it depends on the concepts that I want to talk about. Half an hour to a few days. Because I work with someone called Jedi. He advises me and he guides me along, kind of thing. He's like a mentor to me.
Any plans for any local? What about other things other than Mellor, like my old favourite Glaston Budget or Western Park? You playing any of those?
With Glaston Budget, I want to make sure that I've got enough material before I go for them sort of events.
Actually, it must be. Do you quite enjoy? Because obviously, there's just you with a backing track, isn't there, when you're performing live?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy that?
I do enjoy it, but I like performing with some of Team Flex as well. But they also have other commitments as well as music, as well as with Ali Flex. He has family commitments. He's got a little boy as well, so he has to make time as well to do his music.
But you enjoy performing on stage, do you?
I do, yes. I still get nervous, but anyone would.
Yeah. I think it's healthy to have a certain amount of nerves, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit. And also when you're talking about certain stuff, you have to make sure that it's family friendly as well. You have to make sure every single track you do is edited.
All right, and so gigs coming up then. So you'll probably be at playing an open mic at Soundhouse at some point in the near future.
I might be, yes.
What days is that on these days? Is that Tuesday still?
Tuesdays.
Brilliant. And it's run by the guy with the beard now, isn't it?
I think so. It used to be run by a guy called Rhett.
Rhett, yeah. Now it's done by the singer of One Town Over. I forget his name. Okay, brilliant. And how can people follow you, Dibbz? Or just give us some of your social media handles.
Facebook. Obviously, the reason why I've got two pages because someone ended up hacking my Google account, so I ended up having to remake my Facebook page. Although it can still be found, people can still follow it, as well as my YouTube channels. Both of them could be followed. Twitter as well, Instagram.
And it's just is it just DIBBZ then?
Yes.
Dibbz Official?
On Twitter, it's Dibbz_artist. On Instagram, it's Dibbz Official. On YouTube, Dibbz Official. And on Facebook, they can either follow me on Dibbz Official or Dibbz Music.
So, yeah, thanks very much for chatting to us today then, Dibbz.
I'd like to give a big shout out to everyone in Team Flex, especially Ali Flex as well. Okay, thank you very much. And that's brilliant. So hopefully I'll see you at an open mic shortly at the Sound House. I'm going down there on Thursday, though. I'm going down. That was me chatting to hard-hitting lyricist and rapper Dibbz. Okay, great stuff hearing about him and his tunes and the motivation behind it and, his life's experience. Anyway, so let's rock things up a bit with Javelins and Let the Rain Wash It Away, in brackets.
Let the rain wash it away. Then we can forget about this terrible day. What started so good ended so bad. trace to a man. All we did kept on told. It was revelry in the first degree, a missile fired out of control. I know they found the fun when they found out what we'd done. But the few letters to do, searching up for crime. Now let the rain wash it away, and we can forget about this terrible day. What started so good ended so bad. I'll do anything I can to get this out of my head. If we ever get caught, we get locked away. I can keep this secret, and you better watch what you say. This don't reflect on who we are. No, we're not so bad. Just a one-off stunt. We went completely mad. Now let the rain wash it away, and we can forget about this terrible day. What started so good ended so bad. I'll do anything I can to get this out of my head. Smoke filled the air, fire blazing strong. We carried on feeding the flames with who knows why. And I've never been so afraid, 'cause when that heat got in my face, we took to the step too far. It's our far disgrace. Everything became alive, carol burning into the night. When it came to merge the bed, we ran and we never looked back. We ran and we never looked back. Now, let the rain wash it away, and we can forget about this terrible day. What started so good ended so bad. I'll do anything
That was the wonderful Javelins and Let the Rain, in brackets, Wash It Away. If you want to check them out on Facebook, look up their name. It's Javelins, spelt J-A-V for Victor, and then apostrophe L-I-N-S. Very clever. Anyway, good to see from them. Again, looks like they're being a bit quiet on the local scene. There's not been any activity on their social media since about Christmas. So, yeah, hopefully they're just tucking away, busily writing new material for the summer. And look forward to seeing them usually see them at Western Park Festival, actually, in sunny Leicester. Okie dokie, so now it's time for a little bit of Michael Vickers and Be Gospel.
I guess she planned to make a living and cash in on a dream. She had common sense, good friends and a list of abilities, but sad to say they had to stand in the way. They should have had her back through everything, thick and thin, since day one. Two strict parents who believe in a God that they believe teaches people to not be who you are. If what you are doesn't conform to all their outdated rules, instead of getting by, embracing life and all its individuals. Cause isn't that the point? That God loves us all, not God loves you if you're white, straight and abide by the laws. A young scared girl with dreams of travelling the world, kicked out the house by daddy cause she wouldn't go to Sunday school. Driving on the road alone, looking for a place called home, feeling like you're all alone, searching for some peace of mind, but I'm not sure what peace you'll find, trying to leave it all behind. I guess it's easy to be led by what you're born to believe, cause you were taught to stuff it down their throats so they can't breathe, and all the science in the world does make it hard to believe. That's why they try to justify it when somebody disagrees, but no one really fully knows where we go when we sleep, so they could have even let her have her own beliefs at least, but they pulled her from her dreams like a dog on a leash, so she rebelled worse than if they would have just let it be. She started drinking as a kid, having a little bit of green at 13. By 16, train tracks along the vein, you see the silver spoon and foils just summing for the pain. They stopped her playing on the street as a kid, now she walks the streets for pay. Driving on the road alone, looking for a place called home, feeling like you're all alone, searching for some peace of mind, but I'm not sure what peace you'll find, trying to leave it all behind. Bring peace to me, bring peace to me, no more, Look, maybe there's a God, either there ain't or there is. Why spend our lives fighting about whether he or she exists? Last week a scared little girl from the street next to me believed that life weren't living, so she flicked the switch. As the lights went out, she fell down and thought about the life she could have had for a split second, then passed out. If they'd have took her back, she may have turned it around, but as she lays on the ground, it's clear they're too late now. Hoping to be redefined, I'm praying it leaves your mind when you leave it all behind. Driving on the road alone, looking for a place called home, feeling like you're all alone, searching for some peace of mind, but I'm not sure what peace you'll find, trying to leave it all behind. Bring peace to me, bring peace to me, no more, no more, no more. Bring peace to me, bring peace to me, no more, no more, no more.
That was the wonderful Michael Vickers and Be Gospel. Again, no stranger to the local music scene. Although I can't see anything coming up at the moment on his Facebook page, I'm sure he's got stuff planned. Okay, so let's have a little blast from the past. I love the voice on this young lady. It's Nancy Dawkins and Poison.
Don't touch me again. Please don't touch me again, 'cause I can't bear the thought of you on my skin. I can still feel you in my veins, still have your image in my brain, and it makes me sick to my teeth, so sick I can barely breathe. 'Cause you're the poison that left me blind, and you're the poison that destroyed my mind. Oh, you're the poison that left me blind, and you're the poison that destroyed my mind. And I found it so easy, I wish I found it hard to let down my guard. So easy to let you in, you crawled your way under my skin, and you left me defenseless, numb and tired and senseless. 'Cause you're the poison that left me blind, and you're the poison that destroyed my mind. Oh, you're the poison that left me blind, and you're the poison that destroyed my mind. You destroyed my mind. You destroyed my mind. You destroyed my mind. 'Cause you're the poison that left me blind, and you're the poison that destroyed my mind. Oh, you're the poison that left me blind, and you're the poison that destroyed my mind.
Lovely. Okay, that was Nancy Dawkins and Poison. Now, continuing on our alphabetical journey through our local music scene, here's OK Kane, Wait.
you're weak in the knees. You try to appease self-validation because he's inept, tossing and turning. I will never forget, but I'm watching for you to make a mess. But I'm waiting, so keep an eye on them. I
That was the very latest from OK Kane and Wait. The singer from OK Kane, young Harrison Gent, he's had been playing a few gigs by the looks of it in London, in Covent Garden. So yeah, brilliant stuff from them. Can't wait to see them live soon. Okay, so on our alphabetical musical journey through the local music scene, that takes us up to O, which unfortunately brings us to the end of this week's show. So perhaps we'll get onto the P's next time. So that brings us to the end of another live, local and loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget, if you want to listen to previous shows or interviews, check out musicinleicester.co.uk. There'll be a handy playlist on the right hand side. Also, doubly don't forget that if you want to see what gigs are going on in Leicestershire, check out our very handy gig guide in musicinleicester.co.uk. Do have a great week. I'll see you next Thursday, 5 o'clock here on Hermitage FM.